Om Namah Shivaya. Episode 42, Chapter 9, verses 8 to 10. Isvara, the efficient cause of creation. In verse 8, Sri Krishna says, number 1. At the beginning of the new cycle, Isvara, by keeping his Maya Shakti, his Prakriti under control, again and again he creates. Prakritim swam avastapya prasrajami puna punaha. Number 2. Prakriti by itself cannot create, and Isvara alone also cannot create. In the presence of Isvara, in Prakriti there is a will. They somehow come together to bring about this creation, necessarily by force of Prakriti. Avasam Prakriti Vasat. Number 3. This entire group of beings, Imam Krishnam Bhutagramam, are of great varieties, because we beings have to resolve our unresolved karmas, our accumulated karmas, which we have not resolved. This creation is of great pain because of varieties of situation, varieties of bodies has to be created to resolve these accumulated karmas. For this reason alone, Isvara again and again creates this creation. In verse 9, Sri Krishna says, number 1, O Arjuna, these karmas do not bind me. Na chamam tani karmani nibaddanti dhananjaya. Because for Atma there is no sense of doership and enjoyership. Number 2, Atma is seated as though totally indifferent. Udasinavat asina. Unconnected with reference to these karmas. Teshu karmasu asaktam. Isvara is seated in Prakriti as Maya Shakti. He just illumines, and the creation, sustenance and dissolution just goes on. If we, the beings, can do our righteous duties without a sense of doership and enjoyership, we can easily zero our karmic account and end this endless cycle of birth and death. In this chapter, there are some seemingly contradictory statements. For example, Sri Krishna says, all beings exist in me. Matstani sarvabhutani. Next he said, all beings do not exist in me. Nacha matstani bhutani. Now in verse 10, to resolve such seemingly contradictory statement, Sri Krishna says, number 1. Due to his presiding presence as pure consciousness, Maya Adrakshena. Number 2, blessed by Isvara. Prakriti creates this world of movable and immovable. Prakriti suyate sachara. And number 3, due to this reason, changes takes place in Prakriti. Hetunanena jagat viparivartate. By gaining this knowledge and accepting the fact that change is the nature of Prakriti, we as students on this path must learn to do our righteous duties at the right time and place, to enjoy this world at the same time not being attached to it. At verse 10, we shall take a break, and next we are going to see what it means to be deluded. So till then, Om Namah Shivaya.